Day, Lionel Messi and company. Tito Villanova in the hearts, in the minds, in the soul of this great stadium. You can see the emotion. Barcelona in their last match, the immediate match following the passing of their former coach, able to come from behind to snatch victory against Villarreal, mathematically stay alive in the race for the La Liga crown. Today, the first home match, and as you see, Cosmin Contra passing on his best, can get points dropped. That final match against Atletico could be the determining factor. In the third kit, the 1-2 on the back of Alves for the 22-time champions, but who knows how much longer. Rumors of a move to PSG, even talks with English clubs today. Shot from outside, easily grabbed by Julio Cesar as Adriano denied. Julio Cesar might remember. Walk that tightrope again. Here's Messi. Cut it too fine for Xavi. Gets it back from Lassen though. Iniesta quickly moving. Pedro sliding in as Rafa, and it's out for another corner. Look. Good chance up the middle. Xavi's cleared away. Alexis opened the door for Alves. Back to the middle and knocked home by Messi. Textbook for Barca as they make it look easy. ABC, and Barca's in front. Getafe left chasing shadows, and Messi does not leave a shadow. 28th goal of the season, Lionel Messi. But will it be enough? Take another look at this. Messi making that run, finding the gap. Well weighted as Alves. Again, that sixth sense. Not sure a psychic connection is allowed between a Brazilian and an Argentine, but they don't care about stuff like that. Alves and Messi unite on the score sheet. Those 9 games, well, let's just say Getafe better watch out. Here they come. Nice stop on a dime. Pedro, and a kick save by Julio Cesar. Barcelona starting to click on all cylinders, and Getafe hanging on by their fingernails. Puyol thinking of what might have been. The ragged wall for Barcelona, and a little window on the inside. The strike from 25, just over the corner, and a wasted effort. Sarabia going straight for goal. Think it would have been better to rattle it around inside and try and use the advantage. Looking to convert, scooped forward by Sarabia. Turning Lafita, and he puts it into the net. That had to be by design, but let's see if they're going to call a foul. The assistant on the far side, Cesar Garcia, lifting the flag, not for offside, but for a foul. Now does the referee overrule it? Teixeira heading over. It looks like he was headed back to the midfield even after seeing the flag. It was scooped up by Sarabia, and it does look as though the referee has overruled the linesman. It's a goal for Getafe. We're tied at 1. So the foul surrendered by Mascherano comes back to haunt Barca. There's no way that could have been ruled a foul. The arm does come up very briefly, but doesn't really touch Adriano or Pedro. Not exactly sure what Cesar Garcia saw, but Jose Teixeira got it right. Back heel flick. Now it's Messi. Messi for Iniesta. Iniesta for Alexis. Onside. Alexis squares! Messi didn't see it in time, or he could have slid it into the back of the net. The whistle blows, but not before Barcelona could have retaken the lead. It's been that kind of season. Take another look here. Kept onside nicely. Alexis sending it into the middle. And Messi, for some reason, seemed to pull out. It is 1-1 Barcelona, taking the lead in the 23rd, but surrendering it to Lafita before the half. Just over a handful away from Telmo Zada all time. But Cesar. Another chance into the middle. Knotted down. Messi drives it low. Slapped away Julio Cesar. And then cleared to safety by Alexis. Messi denied. And via the lead in 19th, separated by just 5 points, and Getafe smack in the middle. Good cross in, Alexis! Off the crossbar. Julio Cesar a bit casual, but lives to tell. Adriano again sends it high. Looked like the Getafe goalkeeper thought this one was going to be well over the bar. Either that or just didn't want to risk touching it. A bit fortunate. Wouldn't have been pretty. Maybe off the S. Or the top of the shoulder. Alexis Lassen, born in Versailles, France, for the Algerian national now. Out wide, Dani Alves gets around Gavilan. Now it's Messi slaloming in on his left. Eludes 1-2, finds Pedro, edge of the 18, but an easy roller in for Julio Cesar. Everything but the final touch. Practically 3 in the back. Nice give and go. Driving it across, banged in. The first time deflected Pedro. The second time buried Alexis. And Barcelona, relentless pressure, back in front. Gerardo Martino just put a beard on him, and maybe the gambler like Kenny Rogers, but they hit the jackpot here. Little kiss back in nicely. Pedro keeps it alive. Fabregas to the middle. Pedro was denied by Alexis. But it's Barca's Alexis Sanchez who was the first to pounce. Midway point of the second half, and Barcelona is back in front. You know, Barca wants to get another one just to get some breathing room. Here's Alexis, back, Pedro, Messi the late run. Messi chips, back post, header, but wide! Oh my! Open for the taking for Alves, and he couldn't put it on target. What a ball from Messi. Beautiful from Alexis. Pedro unselfish. Clearly onside, sailed over Alexis, and I think Alves wasn't quite sure it would make it through. Have enough. Now it's Iniesta for Barca. Alexis looking in the middle. It's Messi. Out comes Julio Cesar, and he challenges him just enough. trying to lift it up and over, but it clears the crossbar. Messi pleading for a touch that would at least give a corner, but what a play by the Brazilian keeper. He didn't have many chances to shut Messi down. He did just enough. Now, does he touch it? He probably did. Bang, bang play. But Barcelona arguably could have had a corner. 80th minute. Pushing forward, Escudero, the back heel, nicely done. Gavilan now into the area. Gavilan, back post, Sarabia! Oh, and he sends it right down Main Street, where a diving Pinto grabs it gratefully to his chest. Anywhere else on goal, and Getafe celebrating. Barcelona's chances disappearing in front of their eyes, but Pinto stood strong, actually tangled with Lafita a bit. No foul, maybe just a bit too much. Just one win in their last 5 for Getafe. Just 2 since December. And this might be good enough for the draw. The brace for Lafita. The 92nd minute. And Barcelona fans look on in sheer disbelief. Lafita left wide open for the header. On one end, Julio Cesar celebrates. Will it be enough for survival? On the other, Pinto mourns. Is this the final blow to knock the king off the hill? He rolled the dice, pulled out Mascherano to stick in Cesc Fabregas. Not that Mascherano would win many leaping battles, but he does have a way. You see Rodriguez making that near post run. It was Adriano late to the cross. The captain Gavilan spots the open man, and there were way too many of them in the box. Sloppy defense once again costing Barcelona, and this one might have ripped away the last chances for any prize. For Getafe, will a point be enough? Headed away, and that will do it. Barcelona surrenders an equalizer in added time. Getafe ties a thrilling fashion for the Madrid side, but it's the Catalan champions who